Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll pull it down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? He scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Makes the gravity drag down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards.
Come on.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
I can't believe that.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
That boy Zero is flying, boy.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
They'll run it to the
How the
right.
fuck? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I didn't see the formation at all. I'm tripping. My bad, team. That's me. That's me. That's me, team. That's me. I am tripping. I don't watch the damn game. My bad.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys
I
like
wasn't
that.
paying attention to the
He can
lineup
go
at all. My
that
bad,
far into the
team.
house, create big plays,
Goddamn
showed
OKC
you a
in the
little
UFC.
bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And here's the return.
Yo.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter.
Oh, I didn't look at the formation. Oh.
Texas 7, Florida 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action.
Man, catch the ball.
Really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Grabbed in the back.
He on. Yeah.
The 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Ludus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last
drive.
It's funny. Down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they?
He's going to throw deep right
side. Zero. Make a play, Zero.
And it's picked off.
Jim Thorpe Award. Jim Thorpe Award winner. The dog going for the Jim Thorpe Award this year.
He takes it inside the 40. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, now you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Get the block. Yes, sir. We got.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Gator.
Let's go, man. Pay attention on defense.
Found that 6 points waiting on him.
Right, running back, you.
On the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time.
Be there. Pay attention now. Go. Pay attention, fellas.
Turn the page, calm them down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You there? Oh, good cut. I got to make that tackle. I apologize. I apologize. I got to make that tackle.
Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it.
Okay, that boy is shoulder.
Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Okay, that boy is shoulder. Hey, let this. Let's just do this. Let's just do this.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
No!
No! The first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking deep.
He got it. Okay.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and
They
take
get
shots.
back to one. Well, I get you number one.
Secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback on the keeper. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Right.
We there.
Pass on the way.
Oh, how he got me from behind?
No,
almost. How you got me from behind?
Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2
Yes, it is. A good start.
Already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Finds his man. It's Woodhead.
Be aggressive. You can't lie. You can't really aggressive. You can't really aggressive.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk
Oh,
play.
score. Let's go.
Florida. What a grab and go for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His
Why you got black gloves,
touchdown of the game.
I don't like that white gloves. I don't like the swag, bro.
Playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
No big plays before the half. We got fucked up last time. No big plays before the half,
And
folks.
the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Let somebody happen, so you do that.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14.
No, it ain't. Yeah.
At this point in the game, I feel like
Yeah.
offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion.
Get some fake.
Quick pass on the
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock
funny.
to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
This is funny. This is funny.
I love that play call, and I love the timing
This
of
is
the
funny,
pre-snap
though.
motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver
This is
right behind
funny.
the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts
This
him
is
out in
funny,
space
though.
with his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
This funny,
They
though.
might have the
This
defense's
is
head
funny.
spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down
Oh,
after
this
a
is
nice
funny,
gain.
man. This looks very familiar. It's look very familiar.
That last play call because he's able to get outside
This
and
look
use his
very
speed. To me, that's when this guy's
familiar.
his most dangerous.
Yeah.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Texas!
Oh, boy, this looks very familiar.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll return it and try to get behind
Hey,
the
I'm
block.
Chris.
And the returner will be brought down.
What is Did I get ball?
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose.
Oh, no.
There's a timeout on the field.
Oh,
Tight game here late in the first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the offense. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw.
Oh, good play, Banks.
Got it in the middle. It's Woodhead. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I did go in the half, Banks. Did go in the half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back.
That should have been gone.
And determination there to find his way up to the 23. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime.
Georgia did it in Notre Dame game, man.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
If I would have fumbled and picked it
They'll
up.
knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Florida 21, Texas 14.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big
That's
part of
just-
the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Hey, give me a better
They
pass.
bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Why he don't fumble, bro? What the fuck?
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense,
everything
went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they were really
Come on,
running nice
78.
as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st.
Okay, damn, still
needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. The give and the run on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read.
I swear he had
all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
conservative. Okay.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Oh, that nigga big as fuck. We want to hit him.
Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Oh, catch it.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
3rd and short for an offense is definitely their friend. When you think about it, you got everything available to you. You can even call a pass when you got a playmaker like this, and he can pull it down and go get that.
No, I think he'll throw it like that.
Oh, it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Got it.
Looking for more room.
I threw it to a point.
For the defense to end the quarter.
Why he threw it like fucking that? Let's see who playbook he played with this quarter. And we got this one.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
I missed like other.
He puts him
in man.
50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays
They
like
do this
that
on purpose,
because it
bro.
really
They
forces
do this on
you to
purpose.
play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first
They do
down.
this shit on purpose, bro.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nobody else
And
does.
these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this
This is so typical.
So many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
So typical.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone box. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go. The ball, his intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, the offense only needs a field goal to take the lead. They've got great field position, but it's 4th and short on the plus side of the field. And as a head coach, you got to start thinking, do we go for it? Do we stay on the field? Do we get some more yards? Make the field goal even easier? Let's find out.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know
Read
what
it
Spurrier
first,
said
thanks.
to you on the
Read it
sideline
first,
after the game.
thanks.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singletary. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the quick game. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Look out, the ball's free. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed points or an opportunity.
Oh, now he talk. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Now he talks.
Make a big play.
Now he talks.
For fumbling that football.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient to avoid the stick. He's off to the races. He's at the 40.
That's it.
He's at the 20.
Typical.
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another
Typical.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Typical.
You guys got a final score in a big top 25 matchup.
That's my own
Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. All kinds of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown!
decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A two-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for a lost one deep down the right side.
Game time, man.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The Gators enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. It's a reverse. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, I'm about down. Give me about 10
Perhaps
seconds.
their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.